Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. I am here today to bring you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is going to be why are they silent? Why have they ghosted you? Maybe they're just really distant in communication if you guys are together in some type of relationship, but we're just going to look at why they're silent and why they're silent. So we have three piles here. The pink heart with the stars, the purple heart, and the white heart. So you can pick more than one. If you feel guided to do so, you can listen to all three. Whatever you feel guided to do, that's more than welcome, and you should listen to that intuition. I am doing personal readings, so I'll leave that information down below. I also want to say thank you to all those who've gotten a personal reading from me and who support my channel with all your likes and shares and comments. You guys are so sweet. I'm so glad these readings are resonating. I love doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy doing them. And I hope you guys are all doing well as expected, you know, given what's going on. Just try to keep positive, keep the light up, keep your vibration high, and, you know, this too shall pass. So I'm done with my speech now. So on to your reading. Okay, group one. So this is your reading for why your person is silent. If you chose the pink heart emoji with the little twinkle stars on them. So the first thing I was picking up when I was shuffling your guys' cards was your person is feeling very I'm getting like mixed energy. So for the first thing I was getting straight away was that some of you, your person is waiting for you to contact them. They're very much in like their pride and their ego right now. That's why I was feeling like the unstable, like they're stable, but like emotionally they're like unstable and like a little bit emotionally immature right now. They're very much in their pride because we do have the pride card here, and then we have the yin in reverse. So they're just like, I do feel like for some, like for most of you, they're waiting for you to contact them. But I don't think I don't think you are. So like, I mean, you can if you want, if you feel guided to do so, but they're doing it out of like ego. They're not even doing it out of like mature place of like emotional vulnerability and respect and stuff like that. They're just doing it because they think that you should be like chasing them. They think that you should be like just after them for some reason. Like they're very much, I feel like this person is very much like they've like, I'm getting like a work vibe. So this person could be working a lot or working really hard, and they have like achieved a level of like material success, which has gotten to their head and has gotten into their ego. So they think like, you know, everyone should be chasing them, everyone should be after them because they're so successful. But emotionally, this person is just like so immature and just doesn't even know how to have an emotional conversation, doesn't even know, they're just emotionally unstable. They lack a lot of self-love. Anyone who's in their pride or their ego usually has like a lack of not usually, but most of the time has a lack of like a self-worth, self-value. They don't know how to be emotionally mature, emotionally stable. Their subconscious is kind of just, they're not tuning into their intuition. Their subconscious is completely like just fragmented. It's just very like they have like a lack of what am I trying to say? Like they just don't know who they are without like finances, money, like material security, material abundance. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not well rounded in terms of like the spiritual and the material side. So with the pride card here, definitely this speaks about this person is the reason they could be silent. If it's not because they want you to, which I was feeling, if it's not, if you didn't resonate with the person like wanting you to reach out, then I feel like this person is silent because they are trying to honor and acknowledge who they are and what their soul has accomplished this far. And I do feel like your person is reflecting a lot because, I don't know, this Queen of Pentacles, anytime I see the Queen of Pentacles, I think about reflection of like self-worth, self-value, what you value. So this person is really like looking into what they value. What is their worth? What are they like? Why are they here? Almost kind of vibe. And since the Ace of Cups reverse is right under that, I feel like they're lacking that emotional nurturing energy. They're lacking that like emotional reciprocation. They're lacking in themselves and with others, you know? Anything we do within ourselves, you know, we have within ourselves, we feel about ourselves, usually reflects on the outside world to the external to others. So this person is just trying to understand like why they feel so empty, even though they have so much material success and abundance. Why they feel so empty still. And it's because of this emotional, like the Queen of Cups reverse and the Ace of Cups reverse. That is a big message of like a lack of self-love, a lack of like just self-nurturing. Like this person needs to spend more time loving themselves, getting in tune to their emotions, especially with this yin in reverse. They are not in tune to their feminine side. Whether this person is a feminine or masculine, doesn't matter. We have both within us. So like the energies within us. But yeah, this person is definitely like lacking that feminine quality. Like they're not in tune to their feminine energy at all. Like they're really in their like masculine energy. Like I said, whether this person is masculine or feminine, it doesn't mean a lot. So they are looking at their past choices in life. They are looking at their actions. They're trying to understand like why they lack maybe compassion for you or for their lives or just for people in general, why they may lack understanding, because the feminine energy is very compassionate, understanding, loving, caring, and they don't really have that right now. And I feel like that's the reason you guys could be in separation and not talking, is because this person lacked the, like I said, the emotional maturity to kind of have and carry on a relationship. So they're reflecting on what they have mastered. They're reflecting on what they still need to master. I feel like they're feeling very underappreciated. So that was probably the energy I was picking up in the beginning when I was just like, oh, this person wants you to reach out. They feel like they don't feel appreciated. And it's not because you're not appreciative of them. And it's not because other people don't appreciate them. It's because they are not appreciating themselves, because they're not in a complete place right now, because they're lacking the emotional connection, the intuitive side, the feminine side. So obviously whatever, like I said, we're lacking within, we're going to reflect outwards. So, you know, and that could be anything. So they're lacking the emotional, nurturing, caring side. So they're just going to think and they're going to project that outward, where like they think no one cares about them emotionally and like, you know, compassion, lovingly, you know what I'm saying? Even though people could, but they won't be able to feel it because they don't feel it within themselves. So, yeah. So I do feel like they are, I don't know if they are, but whatever it is, well, the reason why they're silent is because they need to take ownership of who they are as a human person and as a spiritual person. They need to share their light with the world. I feel this person has a lot of emotional issues. I could stem from like mother issues or something like that. It could stem from like childhood, like abandonment issues from a mother, like their mother maybe was really more on the practical side, wasn't really expressive emotionally, something like that. And it's nothing too serious, but something like that can really like trigger anyone, can really like you can hold that in your system, in your subconscious, like I was saying, and carry that with you, because then you feel undeserving, because you're just like, well, my mom didn't show me love, like why, like maybe I don't deserve love, which is not the case at all. We all deserve love. We all are loving. We all love, you know, we just love differently. And then some people can only give what they have, you know. You can't give something that you don't have. So maybe their mother like wasn't taught how to be emotional, how to be nurturing, how to be, you know, more embody that feminine quality, and so they just like pass that on to their kids and like, and so forth and so forth. So let's see, it's like a weird vicious cycle that, you know, we're going to try to put an end to, especially now, astrologically speaking. There's like a lot going on to heal ancestral karma when it comes to being overly masculine, like attached to the masculine energy, where it's like you're not really showing emotion, you don't really care to show emotion. We're trying to like balance back out and go more towards the feminine side at this particular time. But yeah, so anyways, so they're just trying to remind themselves, this person is really in a place of self-love, but they are trying to remind themselves like who they love in terms of you. And like, I do feel like this person is reflecting a lot about the relationship you guys have had, and that they want to share again with you. I feel like this person is honestly just really scared to express their true feelings to you. They're really, really scared, even though like, and they're scared because I feel like they know they messed up, but it's almost like they're not admitting the mess up because they're still in that like low vibe ego place. I'm getting like a low because we have the sun here and it's reversed, and that's like, I mean, it's good, but it's like overly prideful. And then we have the pride, you know what I'm saying? So I just, this person is just really into like their like, not even like their higher self masculinity, like masculine and feminine energy, like they're really just into like their low vibe, like low, just they're not ascending, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And they don't know what to say. I feel like, yeah, they definitely don't know what to say, because I feel like I'm stumbling over my words, and I have so much in my head that I feel like they have so much in their head that they're trying to like sort out, but it's like, it's not coming across when they speak it. So that's why they're like afraid to share their feelings, because they're not in a emotionally stable place enough, and they're like just so like worried and fearful. They're not trusting their intuition. They're not trusting their emotions when it comes to this. This person has, I am sensing a lot of hint of inner childhood wounds this person needs to heal, and they're reflecting upon that, but they're not doing the greatest job as to healing it right now. They're just reflecting upon it as if like they're now realizing like, hey, I may have issues in this area. I may, like, there's something may be going on with me, why I can't express my emotions, why I can't express my feelings. I do feel like this person cares a lot about you, and they pretend like they don't care, even though this person really does, because we do, like I said, have like this whole bottom row is about emotions and feelings. So this person has strong feelings for you and cares about you, but they're, two of them are upside down, and one is the page, which is like more of like a friendly, flirty energy. Like they like you, but like this person definitely loves you, because the Queen of Cups is here and the Ace of Cups is here. This person has a lot of love for you, but right now they can only offer you like a friendship, like a hey, what's up, what's going on type of energy. But behind it, just know behind that type of, if you do hear from them, or if you have been like in like on and off, like not really consistent communication, behind that like hey, what's up type of text is like really deep like emotions that they can't deal with right now. So that's why they're giving you like the friendly type of stuff, because it just goes deeper. Like they just have a lot of wounds to heal. They just have a lot of stuff in terms of like, and I do feel like this is about a mother or something. So they do have like a lot of mother childhood wounds that they need to heal, and they really don't know what to say. I feel like this person is, because we have the pride here, they don't know how to communicate that they have like mother childhood issues with you. And they don't want to like, they just feel so defensive. I feel like this person, if you know this person, and you know this person does have like childhood wounds or mother issues or something like that, if you bring it up, this person will be like super defensive, like because they haven't dealt with it. They don't want to acknowledge it, because they just want to like, you know, well, I have money, or well, I have a good job, or well, I have a nice car or a nice house. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of, they deflect upon it, like it's not a big deal, like it doesn't affect them, like it's not affecting them. And I feel like if you walked away from this person or disconnected from this person, obviously, because why are they silent? But you know, when you did that, I feel like it made them reflect on like their emotional issues. And I feel like maybe you guys have been on and off with each other for like a really long time, and every time you guys go off, it's like this person always thinks, not always thinks, but like I feel like this person rarely thinks it's their fault, is what I'm getting, because they're so in their ego, like they're so like not really like, let me tell you something. If this I feel like this person is so fearful of their emotions because of whatever has happened to them. It is so like traumatic and just like emotionally like I just feel like a pain in my chest, like their heart is like in pain, because they have been like suppressing all these emotional wounds and emotional traumas and like relationships that they have that haven't worked out, that have like traumatized them emotionally, that they've repressed it so hard that anything like you trigger them, which is a good thing. We all should be triggered so we can heal and so we can move forward. But you trigger them, which is why it's like the on and off energy I'm feeling. And every time you trigger them, they just get so defensive and they just think it's your fault. And then that's when I was getting the energy. They think you should like reach out to them because they've done nothing wrong, because they think they're just being themselves, and like they don't have, I mean, they know like subconsciously they have problems, like, but consciously they just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to mess with it because it's too deep, it's too intense, it's too painful, and this person can't live like this anymore. And they're honestly, the energies of the consciousness and like the planets are like really triggering them to like heal this, and it's really painful to them and they don't want to do it, but they don't have a choice because they do want a relationship with you. They do see you as like the mother of their kids. If you want kids, you could already have kids with this person, but they do see you as that type of person who's very nurturing, very caring, would make a great mom if you wanted to be a mom. But this person is just like not in a place right now where they can really reciprocate anything emotionally. They can give you, like I said, like the page, like a flirty, hey, like, let's, you know, hang out, you know, stuff like that. But it can, and it's not going to be like in depth, like an in-depth type of relationship until this person heals their triggers of like their emotional wounds and stuff like that, and stop focusing so much on like their material success and abundance and wealth. And they're, like I said in the beginning, they're trying to figure out what they value and if what they've been valuing has been helpful to them. This person is going through a deep like self-reflection type vibe, type energy, and they have, I am getting here that they have like looked into like readings about your guys' relationship like together. So this person is very aware of the connection that you both have, but like I said, they can't, it's almost like a block. They're not going to be able to move forward until they deal with their own like shit, basically, until they deal with their own like traumas, emotional wounds and stuff like that. And you could also have like a lot of like mother issues or childhood wounds issues. I mean, we all do, honestly. But maybe you've dealt with them or you're still dealing with them, but you've like a lot farther along than this person has. This person's like at the beginning of it. I feel like you could be like a lot farther along, or you could already have dealt with them or something like that. But like because I am getting like a mirror, so this is definitely a divine counterpart type of relationship. This is your mirror like person, and I feel like you see this person in so much pain. Like I said earlier, like you could bring it up and this person be so defensive, and it's not like you're trying to like be like hurt them or anything. It's just like you just see their pain because you've felt that pain, and so you just want to help them because you love them. But this person's not seeing it as that. They're seeing it as like weak to feel emotions, or weak to feel vulnerable, or weak to like, you know, not really be in a like, not really connect to their feminine side. Like this person is, like I said, they're just over masculine. Anytime I get the pride card and then the sun reverse, it's just like overly like completely like ignoring, deflecting the feminine side, which is not healthy. Like I said, we have both and we need both to be whole, you know what I'm saying? So this person really just is, this person is reflecting on it. They are aware that they have emotional problems and dealing with it. I don't know if they're dealing with it, but they are reflecting upon it and they are aware that they have them. But like I said, this person is too much still in their pride and ego to really actually like deal with it. They just are hoping, honestly. I feel like it's going to just go away, or like it doesn't really matter. But they know that they've hurt you, and they know that when they hurt you, when they pretend they don't care, when they don't show you like the emotional response that you deserve and that you want and that you need. I feel like this person just wants to provide for you, but in a very material way, like give you money, buy you a house, buy you a car, but like they can't give you that emotional side for some reason. And this person just wishes they could. They really do, but they just don't know where to start. They don't know how to, they just don't know. They're just, yeah. I just feel like this person doesn't know. They just know like they love you, they care about you, they honestly, they don't know what to say. I'm getting like a big I don't know from this person. They know that they have feelings for you, and they know if they explore those feelings, then all the other feelings that they've repressed from the past, like I said, is going to come up as well, which is a good thing. That's why I feel like you guys are like twin flame, divine counterpart type of stuff, or like a really strong true love soulmate, because you're supposed to trigger each other so these things can heal, so you guys can move forward and experience the love that you've always wanted to and that you guys deserve. So yeah, this person's just really unbalanced right now, but they're gonna get there. That's why they're silent. So they've just been dealing with a lot of emotional stuff and like working a lot, becoming aware of their childhood issues, their mother issues, what they value. They're just doing a lot of reflecting right now. So like I said, you could hear from them like very sporadically or very like casually, but nothing like serious. So I'm gonna leave it here. I feel like this was maybe kind of specific. So I hope this resonated. If not, you can pick another one of my piles and maybe that will resonate with you better. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. And thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Okay, my second pile. So if you chose the purple heart emoji, this is your reading for why your person is silent. And the first thing I'm getting here, sorry, let me I feel like I need to turn up my volume a little bit. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting here is your person is going through a period of growth, through expansion. They're expanding their consciousness. They're expanding their circle of friends. They're expanding their the people that they surround themselves with, like their friends and stuff like that. I feel like this person has realized or is realizing that they're not where they need to be in terms of like the people they surround themselves with. First, like a few of you, I do feel like your person is in like another relationship, situation, marriage that they're realizing is not working, is not making them happy, is not stable anymore, and they're trying to figure out how to get out of it, but they're just not feeling confident enough. They're just feeling really anxiety ridden about getting out of the situation, getting out of a relationship. If it's not another like a marriage or relationship, then this is about family and friends. So either way, I do feel like this person is trying to get out of a situation where it has been really maybe toxic. That's a strong word, but I feel like something has been really toxic, really aggressive, really challenging, really like just a really bad dynamic that they have going on in their life, and they're trying to deal with it in the best way they can. They are enlightened by how maybe not stable the situation that they have is going on, but to get out of it, that's where they're feeling stuck, because we do have the Queen of Wands in reverse right under the King of Cups. So this person is very in tune to their emotions, is very like in tune to like how they're feeling around certain situations and certain people, but they just don't have the confidence to get out of it. We do have the community card here, and then we have the growth card here, which speaks about, like I said, they're learning about who their real friends, family, the people they love, who they really are, and what it means to them, and like how to let go of other vibrations, other situations, other relationships that don't match that same high growth frequency consciousness that they're trying to get to. So with the growth card here, I do feel like they are being presented with situations to help them understand their wisdom and to assist them in higher levels of understanding, like I said. So your person is really trying to, like, they're just I feel like they're learning a lesson about who their friends are, who their family are, who they surround themselves in terms of like maybe another relationship or something like that. They're learning the lesson about, you know, it's not all about the glitz and glam, or like, I feel like this person takes on other people's opinions or tries to like, what's that saying that's like keeping up with the Joneses? Like, you know, this person has money, or these people have money, and they're, you know, they're abundant and they're rich, or they're, you know, like very superficial reasons. They were in a place of in a situation where it was really superficial basically, and really just competitive, and really just not in a very spiritual, high vibe, conscious nature. And so they're letting all that go, but actually getting out of it, like I said, is where they're struggling in terms of that. So this is something that they're dealing with, which is why they're silent. So they are learning a lot of lessons at this time. They're learning to be mindful. They're learning to respect and honor themselves, and to still respect and honor those around them, but knowing like, hey, like, I respect you, I respect what you do and how you do it, but I'm not like that, so I'm gonna walk away. That's what they're trying to learn how to do. So, and they're realizing that this is a lesson. They are aware that this is a lesson that they're going through, and that I think they just need to be aware of like the wisdom that they have. They're not, yeah, because we have the Hanged Man upright, and that's like spiritual wisdom, acknowledgement of like accepting who you are, who people are, and knowing where you belong and where you don't belong, and just kind of accepting it and then moving forward. So yeah, they're no longer looking for opportunities they think they need. Instead, they're trying to be open to the opportunities that are given to them. You know, they're being receptive. They're in their feminine, you know, yin energy type of quality. Whether this person is feminine or not, doesn't matter. We have both within us. That's what makes us whole. But this person is like learning to be more emotional in terms of their choices, instead of more like passionate and practical. And I feel like them having to use their emotions is what's causing this anxiety and worry, because they've never done that before. So they're really anxious and they're really worried about trusting their intuition, because this person is really like emotionally mature. But in terms of like acting upon that emotional maturity, that's where they're not there yet. They're still learning. They're still kind of in this place of like trying maybe to manipulate the situation to work out for them. Like I said, like, looking for opportunities they think they need and they think they can handle, instead of just letting the universe kind of clean up their mess and like give them opportunities that they actually deserve, and be receptive to opportunities that they deserve. So, yeah, so that's why they're silent. But definitely this person has a lot of love for you with the King of Cups here. I do feel like they feel like you have given up on them because they are silent and they don't want you to. They're really anxious about that. This person is going through a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry about what they're going through and then how it's affecting their relationship with you. They do feel like this is true love and their heart does belong to you. With the King of Cups, that's a really, really good sign. I also feel like this person has a lot of strong like sexual thoughts that went through their mind about you. Since they are silent and they're not communicating, this person thinks very, very sexual thoughts about you. I also feel like this person doesn't want to be with anyone else but you. And I feel like they've realized this through their lessons of being with people that don't really get them, that don't understand them, that aren't their true community. But like I said, this person is dealing with a lot of insecurities and they're working on healing those insecurities slowly but surely. And I want to emphasize slowly because there's not a lot of movement here. It's a lot of like reflecting and thinking and like pondering, and they're trying to move. They're enlightened. They have the wisdom and the knowledge to move, but they're not actually like acting upon it. And they wish that they treated you better. They wish that they chose you. They wish that they could tell you this. They wish that they could talk to you, but this person is just so anxious and so nervous. I do feel like strong stress in my throat chakra area, and I wasn't feeling that for the first reading. So this person is really, really like stressed in terms of like their throat chakra, like expressing it to you. They're very like bogged down by like anxieties and fears and paranoias. They're telling themselves like really negative stories, about what's going to happen if they get out of the situation and like go with you. You know, they're telling themselves all sorts of just like very like low vibe stories. Even though they have so much love for you, and even though they know the truth of the relationship, they know that you're a person that they want to build this stable life with, but they just can't act on it right now. I do feel like this person feels guilty, a little bit of guilt just for what you had to put up with them with, like, in terms of the situation. So maybe they were in another relationship, maybe they were surrounded by friends and family who weren't really supportive of who they really are, and you had to put up with it until you're just like, I'm not putting up with it anymore, and then like, you know, you guys went silent and were in a separation period. But they want to say like thank you for putting up with them for so long, and they want you to know that you can trust them to make the right decision in their own time. They just need you to be a little bit more patient because they are working a lot. I do feel like this person has like a lot going on, and it's causing a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's just because they have to get out of their mess that they created in terms of like dealing with whatever the situation, family, friends, and the relationship is that's just not working for them. And they're just feeling a lot of guilt and a lot of shame around it because they wish they would have just, like I said, chose you and stuff like that. I do feel like this person wants to forgive and forget, so they don't want to like dwell on anything in the past. Like I said, they do feel guilty, but they don't want to like dwell on it. They actually don't even want to speak about it, but this could just be their energy now, because they are in such an anxiety-ridden place that they don't feel confident enough to speak about it to you. But I do feel like when they get out of this, because I do feel like they will, then they may be able to like, you know, speak about it with you and speak about like what's been going on with them, what they've been dealing with, and apologize for having to put you through that when you were together or something like that. Let's see. Ooh, I want to talk about the community card, even though I kind of touched on it, but it is a number 8, which speaks about abundance and manifesting. So I do feel like this person has been manifesting a decent, just a heartfelt connection with you. You're the only person I feel that they have that like home vibe with. Like they just feel at home. They feel like they can be themselves. They don't feel like you're going to judge them. And they're just tired of being judged by their family, by their friends. They're tired of trying to compete with family and friends. They're tired of having to prove themselves to family. They're tired of pretending to be something they're not with a certain relationship, whether it be friends, family, or like a marriage that they're in or something like that, depending on your situation. And you're just the only person they feel like their true selves with. Like, they just love being around you. They love, like, you are their true love to them. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, they just love you. And they know that, and they're aware of that. The King of Cups has deep, deep love. It doesn't always express it, but the feelings are very, very much there. Like, very, very much there. I feel like they could sometimes, what's the word? Like, not manipulate, but maybe like, no, that's too strong of a word. Like, I want to say like abuse, but that's not the word I'm looking for. They kind of, take advantage. Yeah, sorry. They kind of take advantage of, because they know you love them as well, and they kind of take advantage of how much they love you. Like, they always think you're gonna be there, like you're always gonna be around type of thing, because they love you so much and because you love them so much. So that's also something that they need to stop doing. That can happen with the Queen of Wands reverse here, is that she kind of is not in her power. She like manipulates the situation using like sexual energy. Like I said, this person is thinking a lot of like sexual thoughts about you, using their like charisma, not being in integrity, you know. So this person is learning how to do things with integrity, which means being around people in a community of people that relate, that are like-minded, you know, that just have the same vibe. They're starting to go off of vibes now, and they know they have a really, really strong vibe with you. So yeah, that is what I see. So I'm gonna leave it here. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope this resonated. If not, you can pick another one of my piles. And I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Hello, my third group. So if you chose the white heart emoji, this is your reading for why your person is silent. So the first thing I was getting from this is a completely different energy from the other two piles. This is a more like melancholy, solemn type of energy I'm feeling. Your person wants to say that they are really, really sorry. I feel like your person wants to apologize, and they just don't know what to say. I do feel like the reason your person is silent is because they're working on being successful, and they're working on what success means to them, because we have the success card here, and then we have the chop wood in reverse. So I feel like they have a certain idea in their head of what success means, and it didn't, in the past, it didn't mean, you know, marriage or commitment or relationship. It didn't have anything to do with love per se. It had to do with like financial security and stability, work, career, passion projects, stuff like that. And so now with the Wheel of Fortune here, it speaks about the destiny and the fated like universal energy. It's like the universe is turning their wheel in their favor. They're getting an opportunity to realize what true success means. And I feel like they are learning to realize that true success means being in a happy relationship, being with their Empress, because we do have the Empress here, which is you, being with their person. You don't have to be a feminine, but you know, being in a partnership, being in a relationship, being in a committed relationship. I'm getting a strong like committed relationship type stuff here, like marriage. If you are interested in marriage or you ever wanted to get married, I feel like this person has been thinking a lot about what it means to be married, to be in a relationship, to be in a partnership, because I feel like this person has been alone for a really long time. And not because like no, they haven't gotten opportunities to be in a relationship. It's because this person has like self-worth values, and they feel like they can't be in a relationship until they have their success. They can't be in a relationship until they have their job of their dreams. They can't be in a relationship until, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of vibe, and that's the cycle that's trying to clear out for them, that the universe is trying to clear out for them with the wheel. It's really, really positive, but they're having a hard time because it's new to them and it's different. They've never thought about life that way. They always thought about like job, success, house, career, then maybe relationship. And I feel like it's happening kind of backwards for them. Like, they met you maybe when they were like not really stable in a job. They didn't have a job. They just kind of felt like really like they weren't worthy of you because you're the Empress, and because this person was maybe like the King of Pentacles reverse. wasn't stable enough, didn't have the finances to take care of you and provide for you. I do feel like this person is like just really low on themselves. They don't love themselves enough. And I do feel like the Empress, you know, they need to learn how to nurture and love themselves and how to value themselves and how to take this Ace of Wands that is here, even though it's in reverse, which in reverse means they're just not taking the wand. They're not grasping the new beginning. They're not grasping the new challenge, the new spiritual journey of self-love, of value, of worthiness, of knowing that they're worthy of happy relationships, relationships that nurture and care for them and are compassionate towards them. I feel like they've been around a lot of like bummy people, or been in like a really like, or in a bummy like relationship because they feel so bummy, you know? And I feel like the universe is really giving them the opportunity to get out of that, because they're not bummy. They're the King of Pentacles. They just don't see it. They don't feel it because they don't have the material success to kind of prove it, if that makes sense. But you're abundant, your consciousness in human form, you know? You don't need to prove or convince anyone of anything, first off. And nothing, no material success, no material, anything material is not even worthy, or can't even like, you know, what am I trying to say? Like it doesn't, it's just things that you have, they're just accessories to you. Does that make sense? Like, they're not really you. Like, you could have the best job in the world, the best car, so much money, but if you're not happy with yourself, it won't matter, you know? If you don't love yourself, if you don't feel worthy of it, you know, it won't matter. So I feel like this is what this person is dealing with right now, is why they're silent. They want to make up with you, they want to communicate with you, but they're just not ready because they're still, like, not trusting the fact that I can be in a relationship with this person and still feel, you know what I mean? They just don't feel good enough to, one, be in a relationship. And they just, like, they just don't feel worthy of you. I feel like maybe you could be really successful and be really abundant and very, like, you know, like the Empress, just very, like, loving and caring and grounded and nurturing. And they just don't feel worthy of it because they're not in a place materially where they just associate their self-worth and value on material things. And that's what they're trying, the universe is trying to be like, just because you don't have this doesn't mean you're not worthy. Just because you don't have that, or just because you have this doesn't mean you are worthy. You know, worthiness comes from within. It's only about how you feel about yourself. Nothing else outside of you can determine your worthiness. Trust and believe that. So I feel like that's what they're dealing with at this particular moment in time. It's to realize that they are a loving and caring person, that they do have a big heart and they do want to provide for you, and they do want this like commitment with you because they're tired of feeling alone. They're tired of feeling bummy. They're tired of hanging around bummy people. I feel like they've just been like partying a lot, or just in situations where it's not helping them move forward. They've been given the signs and synchronicities to communicate with you and to move forward with you, but they just don't feel ready, and they're just not, like I said, they're not grasping that wand. But the Success card here says, I know that there's no greater goal than to love. So like I said, success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul knows that the true success is to love. Love will bring you all the material abundance, prosperity, wealth that you could ever desire once you learn to love yourself and love another, you know, as unconditional as possible. Because like I said, when your soul is no longer, when you leave this heaven, when you leave this earth, you take nothing with you but your soul, you know? The soul doesn't care how big your house is, or how nice your car is, or like how much is in your bank account. It only cares about expressing love and compassion. And this is what this person is struggling with at this time. They're given the tools, they have the tools, but they're not taking the tools. They have the wisdom of the universe by their side, and they're not really demonstrating it in the best way. And I really do feel like the universe is saying, demonstrate it to your person, demonstrate it to the person that you love, demonstrate it to, you know, your divine counterpart if you're watching this. And they're not doing it. They're like giving their attention. I do feel like this person surrounds themselves with like bummy natured people, like people who are just low vibes, who just like drink and like are just kind of toxic. They demonstrate their love to them, but not to you. And the universe is just like, you have to demonstrate it to your person. Like, that's the true expression, and that's the true, like, I mean, love is love, but that's the key that's missing. That's why they're not getting the material abundance and success they want, because they're like avoiding communicating with you how much they love you. Does that make sense? Oh, yeah. So they need to just like change their perception of success, basically, and not be so focused on material things that they thought would make them happy, because it's not making them happy. It just doesn't have the same appeal as you do as a person with a beating, you know what I'm saying? A person, I feel like you're just so loving, like you are this empress and you love them unconditionally and you nurture them and you care about them, and they know that, and they know that they're going to be with you, but they just don't feel good enough to be with you. And it doesn't matter, you could be the most loving person in the world, if they don't feel good enough, they're just not gonna do it, you know? So they need to realize that they need to love themselves so that they can show you this love. Because right now they're showing love to everybody else but themselves and you, which is like, you know, the biggest things we avoid is the most important thing that needs to be done to get you their true success. The true, or not the true success, but like the material success that this person wants. They're just going about it in a really weird way. So I do feel like this cycle right here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles is helping them release the past so they can have a new future with you. It's helping them cut karmic ties, heal family situations and issues. This could be a family issue. They could have learned, you know, I feel like this person has like childhood issues that they need to go through, mother issues. They have been receiving your messages with this Empress. I feel like you've been maybe telepathically communicating with them, and they have been receiving them, but they just don't feel good enough to actually communicate with you, even though they want to, and they want to make up with you, and they want to apologize to you, and they do want something more with you, but this person is still in a healing type of place. This person also dreams about you a lot. They have like a lot of dreams about you, and they just feel like the words never come out the way that they're supposed to, and they feel guilty for the way that they are treating you right now, that they have treated you. They just are dealing with a lot right now, and they just need to sort it out. I feel like this person really needs to just figure it out and get it together. They're making it a lot harder than what it is, to be completely honest with you. That's what I see. And especially with the chop wood in reverse, you know, this card means, you know, taking care of like day-to-day tasks and stuff like that. But in reverse, I feel like they're just not taking care of themselves. They're like completely distracted with this Three of Cups in reverse, distracted by other people, things that aren't even serving them and aren't even helping them. They're really, really distracted instead of taking care of themselves and loving themselves, even though they feel all this energy that needs to be healed, and they are trying to, but they keep distracted. They keep like, it's almost like a stop go type thing that they're doing, and they're just making it way harder on themselves. Okay guys, so that is what I see for you guys. I hope this resonated. If not, you can check out another one of my piles. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care.